basically, I believe in introduction, an easy thing that you can probably do if you say don't have a history background or you think how to make history introductions, you can start with talking about details of the question. You can mention years. You can mention, say, key figures. So if the question is asked about Delhi Sultanate, something about the Delhi Sultanate, its cultural history, or something about a particular, maritime history or something like that, you can just start simply rather than, getting too bogged down by the question. You can just start by saying, the Delhi Sultanate was from this to this period, key representations of this being the ABC rulers, right? So you can start with that, or say the Nehru report question that I talked about. So you can just mention that the Nehru report was compiled or made in 1928 by Motilal Nehru, headed by Motilal Nehru, in response to a challenge by there was this particular viceroy, I can't remember right now. Right, so just start with these certain details, so it gives a nice sort of beginning to the answer. Similarly, for this question, evaluate the nature of Bhakti literature and its contribution to Indian culture. So I personally started, and these are certain things that you can prepare also beforehand. So I started, I think, remember, with the word bhakti, or the word bhakti comes from the root word bhaj, meaning to participate in the divine, a movement that began in South India in the 6th to 7th centuries, right? So this can be a starting point. Similarly, for the social religious reform movement, and if you look at previous year question papers, it's a question that is repeated often. So I had started something regarding, I don't remember the exact thing, but I used the word Bengal Renaissance in it, and I used key figures of Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar in the introduction itself in one line, right? So these are certain things in terms of details, years, key figures, which can make your introduction nice and simple. You don't have to think too much about introduction in history.